Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stud Skill Hub. I am Dr. Asha Jindal. Today, in this video, I will teach you three types of t-test in Jamovi. Independent samples t-test for comparing two different groups. Paired sample t-test for comparing the same group at two time points. One sample t-test for comparing your sample to a known value. By the end, you will able to run, interpret, and report t-test results like a professional researcher. Let's begin. The t-test is used to compare means. It answers the question, is there a statistical significant difference between two means? For example, is the exam scores of group A significantly different from group B? Is there a significant difference in blood pressure before and after treatment? Is the average age of our sample significantly different from the national average of 70? The t-test gives us p-value. And if the p-value is less than 0.05, we say the difference is statistically significant. This means the difference is real and not just due to chance. Assumptions of t-test. Data should be continuous, means its measurement is on interval or ratio scale. Next is data should be approximately normally distributed. Next, for independent t-test, that two groups should have equal variances, and that we check with Levin's test. Observations must be independent of each other. Let's start with the independent sample t-test. This is used when you have two separate groups and you want to compare their means, like comparing the mean age in two different treatment groups. Step 1 is click on Analysis tab, then click T-test, click Independent Samples T-test, move Age to Dependent Variables box, move Treatment to Grouping Variable box, tick mark besides all default setting, effect size cohen D plus confidence interval, because that is essential for complete reporting. Results appear immediately on the right. Let me demonstrate it through Jamovi. This is my cancer data set, which has the variables ID, treatment, age, weight, stage of cancer, oral condition in the beginning, oral condition after 2 weeks, after 4 weeks, after 6 weeks. Presently, variable of interest are age, which is a continuous variable, and grouping variable is treatment, which has two levels. Level 1 includes all those patients who received treatment, and those received treatment of placebo is denoted by 0. Now I want to compare ages of patients in two treatment groups. Since two groups are independent, so we use independent sample t-test. We'll click on Analysis tab, then click on t-test, click on Independent Samples t-test, move Age to Dependent Variables box, Treatment to Grouping Variable box. Already by default, students t-test is clicked. I will tick mark effect size, confidence interval, descriptives, as well as homogeneity and normality test. I'm checking the assumptions of homogeneity normality test. Now, first look at the descriptives. These are the two group descriptives are given. Placebo group mean is higher than those who got the treatment. Now let us check assumption one by one. Normality, looking at the QQ plot, all the points are approximately on the diagonal reference line. So this is showing normality of the data. Now look at Shapiro-Wilk test. Statistics is 0.9841 and p-value is 0.953, which is greater than 0.05, suggesting that data follows normal distribution. Now look at the homogeneity of variance test. Here, F statistics is 4.5663 and p-value is 0.0435, which is less than 0.05. Hence, equal variances are not assumed. Once the homogeneity of variances assumption is violated, standard t-test can give incorrect p-value, especially when sample sizes are unequal. In that case, we should switch to Welch test, which does not assume equal variances, adjust degrees of freedom, and considered to be more robust. So here Welch test. I have tick marked that. Now Welch test the statistics only 0.0579 with p-value 0.955, indicating that there is a significant difference between average age of patients in two groups. And Cohen D is 0.0241, which is less than zero point 0.2 and indicating a significant difference, small but real difference. Now, let's move to the next t-test. Now, I am going to make use of the t-test for paired data. And I want to examine about the significance difference between oral state in the beginning and after 2 weeks of cancer treatment. Hence, I will use paired sample t-test because two samples are dependent. And for that, I will go to the analysis tab, paired sample t-test, and I will take the variable total sin. Total sin is nothing but the total oral conditions in the beginning, and total CW2 means total oral condition at the end of week 2. So here paired sample being came. I have to tick mark. By default, everything is there. Click on effect size, confidence interval, and descriptives as well as normality. First, look at the normality descriptives. First, look at the descriptives. Mean of group 2 is higher than the mean of group 1. And even the same with the standard deviation and standard error. And if I looked at the normality test, so p-value is greater than 0.05, indicate that data follows normal distribution. And if you will look at t statistics of paired sample t test, it is minus 3.4903 and p-value is 0.00189, which is less than 0.05. Hence, there is a significant difference between oral condition in the beginning and oral condition at the end of week 2. And again, Cohen D is 0.6981, indicating effect size exists. This is all about paired sample t-test. Let me move to the third t-test, which I am performing on auto MPG dataset. Here variables are MPG. MPG means miles per gallon, cylinder, displacement, horsepower, weight, acceleration, etc. But my interest is that miles per gallon. Mean of this sample is equivalent to the standard mean of population, which is 20. So my H0 will be mu equal to 20 versus the H1 mu is not equal to 20. And for that, I will go to analysis tab, click on one sample t-test. My variable of interest is MPG, which is a dependent variable. Student t-test is tick mark, effect size, descriptives, descriptive plots. I can check the assumptions also. Instantly, all the results are being appeared on the right hand side. So just check descriptives. population mean is 20 and sample mean is 23.51. So H1 seems to be accepted. So let me see. First of all, normality. So here p value is very small, indicating that violation of the assumption of normality. And if I look at one sample t-test statistic, it is 60.0199 and its a p-value is also very small, which is less than 0.05, indicating there is a significant difference between the sample mean and the population mean. Means mu is not equal to 20 and effect size is 3.0085, very big. Let me move back to my presentation. So Cohen B effect size, as I have already told you, and this screen displays the how to write the result. First of all, look at the Cohen D value and its interpretation. If D is zero point 0.2, small but real difference. If D is zero point 0.5, then medium, meaningful practical difference. If D is zero point 0.8, it is very large, substantial difference exists. So here is the sample format. An independent samples t-test was conducted to compare exam scores between male and female students. There was a significant difference in scores for male, having mean this and standard deviation this, and females having mean and standard deviation as displayed on screen with p-value 2.34, p-value 0.021 and d is 0.47, which is a median effect. You need to write this way your result in research paper or in your reports. Thank you. Happy learning.